Hey guys, I'm Thomas. I teach, travel and sometimes triumph. This today is a teach video. It's a teach video because yes, it's a Saturday, however, I'm here in school sorting out some of the resources ready for the week ahead. However, whilst I'm here, I wanted to shoot a video sort of giving you guys a bit of a tour. I've been teaching for 3 years and over those 3 years I've sort of adopted a range of different strategies. I'm hoping that I can show you guys some of those strategies whilst I'm giving you the tour of my classroom and some of the things that I do. The first thing I want you to see is this door. It's quite basic, however, you will see so many different flags. That's because I teach in a school in Dubai, in an international school. In this classroom, there are so many children from different nations. You've got Pakistan, Brazil, Kenya, England, Namibia, South Africa. This is testing my flag knowledge. So many different countries, however, it is a real privilege to be able to teach in a school and learn about so many different cultures. So the first thing you'll see as you come in is my desk. I believe that it's really important for the parents and children to see me first when they come in. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, there are two different types of teachers. You get the really organized teachers, then you get the teachers like myself who don't label everything but have a general idea of where everything is. So I'll sort of show you now. So this is my little drawer full of bits and pieces. So we've got binding clips, talking tins in here. Those are really cool. Talking tins. You've also got more talking tins down here. Now, again, if I was a really organized teacher, that would be labeled as talking tins and so on. Stationery, you can see just general stationery. Stationery? Yeah, that's the word. This is my super worms. We're currently doing animals including humans, so inside here are some lovely little worms. But I'm going to leave them there and I'm not going to show them just so I don't gross you guys out. Let's go on to this door so I can show you some of the behaviour management things that go on inside this class. This is something that you're probably familiar with. It's a behaviour chart. Pretty simple but really, really effective when used right. Do something well, move up, and there's different treats for if we get onto superhero and different categories. I try not to use this section that much at all, however, there's obviously negative consequences for those bad actions. This display here is something that all of our class are really quite proud of. In our school we have certain keywords that the children should be able to show. We've got reflective raccoon, open-minded octopus, oh yeah, they have little animals attached to them. Creative chameleon, brave, resilient, articulate, kind. What I've done is, as children have shown me that within their lessons, I've created a little bit of a display to really sort of show off all the different things that the children are doing well. You'll see my table, you'll see lots of different resources down here of different bits and pieces which are ready for the week. But right here is a really ugly but effective table resource management type pot. These are simply little trays that you will find in IKEA. Usually you have knives, forks, spoons, those sorts of things. However, the children know exactly how to put these bits and pieces in. They know that the glue sticks go here, pens. So in terms of having these classroom inspections, I call them box inspections, and the children just know that they need to get everything sorted in a particular manner. So that is a really small but effective way of managing my classroom. This is my maths display, maths working area to be precise. We've got a range of different things going on. Whenever there's a new topic, we change this display. So right now it's shape, so you can see some general pointers on shape. Sometimes I find it hard to maintain this, but I try my best. That's as much as you can do. Different shapes along the outside. Addition and mental maths and calculation, I suppose, is something that we do quite a lot in school. So we use this quite a lot to support things. This is a working area that I've recently added. Now, this is something I'm really quite happy with. I've only just recently introduced it, however, it's really started to benefit my teaching. Now, when the children come in and they're doing their maths, there's a mild, spicy, hot, and super hot for simple differentiation, and the children can access the work that they want to as and when they're working. These things You'll have seen them before. They're called Tollsbys, they're from IKEA, and they are absolutely amazing. Right now, simple number bonds is just what's in them. However, when they're doing their shapes, they now know that they should come and replace the things in here, or the shapes, and start to put those in. So, I'm trying to faff about with this now. This is a really good thing that the children can have on their tables, along with this, which has really made my life easier because I'm not going around handing bits and pieces out. When the children finish, they can just move on to the next challenge. This is my On Safari display. Now, I've always had a huge thing about just having one display that's a little bit prettier than the rest of them, just so that children have got something attractive. Now, I've tried to make this as engaging as possible. So we've got a range of different key questions, and you might be able to see these QR codes on the bottom. The children will get their iPads and they'll come and scan the QR codes, and then they can research using the key questions using these little research areas. I've got a child who's absolutely brilliant and creative, so she's created a really cool little fact book, and another child who has used it to create an animal research sheet. Over here is my English working area. Now, it's not bad, however, I think personally I can do it a little bit better. This is my red words that links to the phonics, and the reason I say it could be a little bit better is because these aren't the most clearest. It's UAE themed, and what I mean by that is it's Pearl Diver related. So from there, children can sort of see a bit of the UAE Dubai heritage. Again, a similar thing to what goes on in the maths area. We've got our English working wall where we've got lots of different bits and pieces around the outside, but I continuously update this as and when we're on each topic. Along the bottom, around the outside, you'll see a range of different targets. Now, the reason there's pink on them is because that's their faces. They're personalised to each child, and it correlates with what's in their books, so that the children are able to see what their target is for when they're writing to try and improve. Around here, there's a range of different Tollsby displays. Some of the ones here, Year 2 Common Exception words, and a slightly messy dictionary area, atlases, which didn't fit down there, so I've just put them in here. You've also got a little art area. These are something that you can get from IKEA really easily, and lots of different pots and pans and paints go in there and get wheeled around the classroom as and when we're doing art. So there is a problem in the Dubai that you have to be aware of if you ever come to teach it. It's not massive, but because it gets so hot, the blue tack behind the window heats up, and what happens is that everything that you put up comes down, which is why you can see that one of the Emirates has fallen down. However, it's not the biggest problem. This is a UAE themed display that I've tried to put up so that the children know some of the leaders of the different Emirates. Now, here is something that I'm really, really proud of. I can't take any credit for this area. It's my reading area. One of the parents did a fantastic job of making this incredible Jeep. So this is my reading area, and the children absolutely love it. They regularly come in here, hide behind the Jeep, and just get completely lost in reading. So if you come into here, children are really, really engaged by the bits and pieces that go on in here. I wanted to try and make it as engaging as possible for the children, because that way they'll want to come in here and read. The display itself is pretty basic. Now, we try and work on different domains, reading domains, as and when we're reading. This is Vocabulary Victor, thanks Twinkle, and he helps with lots of different vocabulary. So one of the key words for our book that we're reading at the moment, The Lion Inside, is can you change the setting to make it describe the desert, which instead of being the savannah was difficult for the children because they had to really picture what would be inside the desert. Not much. So I'm getting struck by vines. This area is something that I'm really proud of. So you'll also be able to see the reading targets down here that follow a similar principle to the writing ones, so that the children know what their targets are. So that marks the end of my classroom tour. I've got to be honest, there was probably a range of other things that I could have showed you inside this classroom. Now, I'm really proud of the hard work that the children put into this classroom, the way that my TA has set up so many different things, and how this classroom is starting to take place. However, it is work in progress. Now, I'm sure the next time I show you my classroom, it'll be so much different and completely different to what you've just seen. Like I said before, there's still so many different things that I could have showed you. However, I'm going to put those in other videos. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out some of my other videos because they will be just as informative, fingers crossed, as this one. So subscribe button's down there. If you've enjoyed it, make sure you hit the like button. And if you've got any questions, ask them in the comments section. Anyway, I'm Thomas Blakemore. It's been great. I'm out.